Coca-Cola, the world's largest beverage brand, is worth about $70 billion and is loved by millions across the globe. The company is well known for its aggressive marketing and advertising strategy and spends billions to grow its brand. But in 1985, Coke's marketing department made an epic miscalculation and changed their primary brand from Coke to New Coke. This change caused huge problems for the firm, and to date, the story is taught in business schools as a classic branding failure. Let's see what happened. Coke was created in 1886 in Atlanta and was initially sold at soda fountains at 5 cents per serving. The people loved its taste, and Coke soon became one of the greatest refreshments of all times. To expand its distribution, Coke was packed in bottles, which was an instant success. Other competitors tried to imitate Coke, and one such competitor was Pepsi. Coke had always been the dominant market leader. In 1890, the Coca-Cola Company sold only 9,000 gallons of syrup. By 1900, the total sales of syrup rose to 370,000 gallons. By that time, Coke was available in every state in the US. It further expanded internationally into numerous international markets, including France, Canada, Panama, Cuba, and Puerto Rico. During World War II, Coca-Cola further expanded its operations overseas, and between 1940 and 1960, the number of overseas bottling plants almost doubled. By 1960, Coke's market share was a whopping 60%. One of the reasons for Coke's superiority was its original formula, which is a closely guarded trade secret since 1890s. The beverage was promoted as the real thing with the aim to discourage customers from buying substitute and knockoff products of the time. Pepsi over the year also gained considerable market share, but its sales were by no means near to that of Coke, which outsold Pepsi by a ratio of 5-1. Pepsi, however, was determined to grab the number one title. The market analysts at Pepsi identified two major target markets for cola products. Consumers in the first group were mid-aged and health-conscious. A second major group, mainly comprised of young drinkers who preferred Pepsi's sweeter flavor and friendly brand image. Through a carefully crafted advertising campaign called Pepsi Generation, the company created an iconic brand image among young cola drinkers. Over the years, Pepsi also signed up popular celebrities like Michael Jackson, Robbie Williams, and Britney Spears to solidify a young and trendy brand image. In 1975, Pepsi launched another campaign called the Pepsi Challenge. Pepsi would ask consumers to take a blind taste test for two brands of cola and report which product they preferred. A huge majority of the people preferred Pepsi's sweeter taste compared to that of Coke. In the 1980s, Pepsi took the Pepsi Challenge overseas and produced similar results. The buzz created by Pepsi Challenge helped reduce the gap in market share between Pepsi and Coke from about 40% in the 1950s to a mere 8% in the 1980s. Coke's number one position now seemed vulnerable, and by 1983, Coke's market share had dropped to an all-time low of 24%. Moved mainly by the results of the Pepsi Challenge campaign, the management at Coke held Coca-Cola's taste responsible for the bad sales performance and developed a new sweeter formula to imitate Pepsi. With no shortage of cash, Coke conducted 200,000 blind taste tests for the new formula. Surprisingly, people loved the sweeter Coke and preferred it to both Pepsi and Coke's original formula. Finally, on April 23, 1985, the new sweeter Coke was launched under the brand New Coke, and within months, the production of the original formula was stopped. This joint decision has since been referred to as the biggest marketing blunder of all times. New Coke instantly appeared in stores and was also available at McDonald's across US. Although Coca-Cola had high hopes for the new brand, customers were not happy with Coke's decision. For decades, Coke to American consumers was a symbol of national heritage, many notable national achievements, and a carefree American lifestyle. In essence, what mattered to consumers the most was not how the product tasted, but what the brand represented. Soon after New Coke's launch, the Coca-Cola headquarters received almost 40,000 calls and letters from angry and disappointed customers. One company psychiatrist who personally listened to the recorded calls reported that some customers sounded as if they were describing the death of a family member. Some customers even tried to import the old Coke cans from other countries where it was still available. Many notable personalities, including many journalists and celebrities, publicly dissed the idea of New Coke. To force Coca-Cola to reintroduce the old formula, an organization by the name of Old Cola Drinkers of America was formed by a loyal customer, Gabe Mullins. Mullins demanded reintroduction of the original Coke and selling the formula off to someone else. the organization filed a class action lawsuit against Coca-Cola Corporation. However, it was quickly dismissed by the court. While Coke sales dropped, Pepsi's market share rose by about 14%, which to date is one of their highest sales growth ever. Pepsi was probably the first to recognize the mistake made by their rivals and was ready to mock them. The executives at Pepsi formally announced that by launching New Coke, Coca-Cola has admitted that Coke is not the real thing, and therefore Pepsi has won the long-running cola war. Finally, Coke realized its mistake and announced the reintroduction of the original Coke in July 1985, only 79 days after New Coke was launched. Coke was reintroduced with the brand name Coke Classic, and Gay Mullins was the first customer to get a fresh case of the product. Coke quickly regained its lost market share, while New Coke's sales dwindled. The company discontinued the production and sales of New Coke in 2002 and never disclosed how much losses it incurred. According to some estimates, the company lost about $35 million in the New Coke fiasco. However, it ended well for Coca-Cola as the company realized the true worth of its brand. Flash forward to 2019, 17 years after its retirement, New Coke was once again seen in the US and some other parts of the world. Coca-Cola partnered with Netflix for one of its most anticipated TV series, Stranger Things Season 3, which takes place in 1985. The same year New Coke was first launched. New Coke appeared in different critical scenes throughout Season 3. Fans could also buy New Coke, which was made available in selected states across US, while free cans were distributed in upside-down vending machines in London. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll meet next week with a new video. Until then, goodbye.